holidays. We're getting into the Christmas spirit at the Sheraton Kaiulani, checking out their fantastic gingerbread village, which has all these moving parts, trains, little carousels, all kinds of neat stuff. And we're here with the architect, Chef Ralf of the Sheraton Kaiulani.
Aloha, welcome to the Santa's Gingerbread Village.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for having us today.
You're welcome.
And he's going to tell us a little bit about how to make a gingerbread house.
We started about 14 years to build this village, yeah? It was very small before. We only had like half of the size, not even half.
So everything that was in between these two pillars,
Five
right?
houses, a little carousel, that was our highlight at the time, yeah? What I wanted to create something special for our hotel that nobody else has. You know, I have a background as a professional chef, but that kind of gingerbread village I kind of self-taught myself, and you know, we kind of got better and better while we were doing it, you know. Now, of course, these houses are built as a lobby display, not for at home to be eaten. But what I do is, I have to put a structure in there, and we use styrofoam. Now, if you want to bring it at home to be eaten, use cardboard, that's fine, or you know, you can go to the craft shop, buy something, and then you put your gingerbread on there. Now, first thing I would just outline the house on it. Of course, if you build an Kaiulani palace, so it's a little more, you know, tricky.
That's a lot more dry.
And I would cut it out, you know. You just cut on your walls, you know, you cut on your doors and windows. I would glue it together and paint the whole house with chocolate. You want to try that? We would paint it in the inside with chocolate. So all of these houses are built with real chocolate inside, right? Now for the windows, what we do is, you should try some, you know. You should you know, show me your finger. You know, you really should try if it's real chocolate. People always ask us, right? Is that real chocolate, right? Now, once you have painted the house, of course you glue it first, you know. You have your windows, and what we use for the windows is actually gelatine. It's gelatine leaves from Europe. They have like a stained glass effect, right? So we glue it into the house. Next thing you know, we put our gingerbread on, right? Gingerbread comes in sheets like this. We use about 60 to 70 sheets of gingerbread.
Wow.
Smell that, isn't it great? No, and we only use 60 or 70 because we actually cut it in half to get different effects for gingerbread, right? For example, our little bricks over here, we cut from the outside, they're nice and shiny, right? And we're about 1 inch by 1/4 inch big. All of these houses are built with this kind of bricks. Now, I have my helper Amy Tongpolan, she's my pantry chef. She is there after I built the styrofoam structures, because it takes a long time to cut all these windows, and puts 1 brick at a time onto the houses. It takes us 3 months. You know? And before we even put that on, we put actually a wooden structure to all the houses. You know, because in the medieval times, houses used to be built with a wooden structure, right? We paint it with chocolate. We use a lot of chocolate.
Wow.
You know, we use about 100 pounds of dark chocolate, 30 pounds of white chocolate.
Wow.
You know, a building like the Kaiulani Palace takes us 6 weeks to build, right? So once we have that done, we also use the backside, for example, here to get, for example, shingles for the roofs. Or we cut it in this way to get different kind of roofs, like wooden effects, right? So once we have that done, we put it on our house and we start putting our bricks on. What we do right now, we started here already, right? So you see the wooden structure?
Yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to put, and you have to help me, otherwise I'm not going to finish this job, you know. I want to have it really pretty, right? So we're going to put these little bricks on there. You can start that already. So we have to cut that one by one that it fits to the house, right? Isn't that fun? Now people always come and say, oh, you're so lucky you can build the houses, right? Say, yeah, right. So let's go.
You make it look easy, but it's like,
yeah,
wow,
you just stick it on there. And for the roof, again, we're going to use our wooden structure, right? You know the houses, you can help. The houses we have over here, the highest point is Mount Isabel. It's named after my daughter. You know, she's 10 years old now. She comes every year to help me, and this year she built that house. We also have Castle Hightower over there, which is named after my sous chef, my assistant. He always wanted to have a castle. You know, we have a train station. We have a skateboard park, Logan's Run, right? Logan is my son.
Like the movie.
Yeah, like the movie. And of course this year we have some new buildings because we wanted to connect the old center village with the Honolulu Historic District, right? We have the Westin Moana Surf Rider, we have the Kawaihau Church from downtown,
So everything on that side
Everything
is
on
all
this side is
Honolulu.
new. And to connect that, we built this houses over here, which is a fire station, the Honolulu fire station, of course. And then Amy's sweet shop over here. Amy is, again, the helper.
Sweet shop?
Amy is the helper who built the buildings with me, right? And I hear, actually, she really builds the houses right in there, you know? Hoka's Hula Studio, that's the middle name of my daughter, Isabel Hoku.
Isabel Hoku, okay.
So we're pretty much ready here. So we have to put some structure on there.
So the new things here are the Sheraton Moana Surfrider, Waihawa Church, and Kaiulani Palace, which has 80 columns, I believe.
Yeah, it's 80 columns, and I understand when you Google that down, you will see that they actually had to cut down 80 trees to clear the property for the Kaiulani Palace.
Oh, so it represents the 80 trees.
They had to cut down, yeah? So normally you would go here and actually take a more accurate measurement, right? So, put a little bit over here. Now what you're going to do is in chocolate, you want to touch the house up a little bit to make it look old.
Okay.
So you just go to the edges a little bit like this, and you see it turns the house into be old. You can do the whole house there.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, nothing to be done wrong, you know.
So do you add a new structure for Honolulu every year, or?
Well, we started doing that. So that the Kaiulani Palace is the first year we do that.
Okay.
Just to do the Kaiulani Palace, what we had to do, we had to add 50 square feet of platform, you know, because it's a gigantic building. So here we go. You know, the house is ready. Next thing you know, the people moving in. We have to start the fireplace, right? What do we do to start the fireplace? We put a little icing and we put some cotton in there, you know. In the meantime, what you can do is maybe you want to create a little walkway over here. So just paint a little chocolate on there.
It better be straight.
A lot of chocolate, right?
Oh, not enough chocolate? More chocolate.
Make it a little wider.
Oh.
Okay, that's our little walkway. We put a little icing around here.
It's very quick.
Yeah. And now it's the fun part actually for me, right? We call that bring life into the building.
Now,
so you have your icing in here.
How much icing do you use?
We use 200 gallons of icing, you know, 200 gallons. And then we have a lot of field visits from the schools, the local schools that come and see me. They love it, right? They eat about another 50 gallons of it, you know.
What is it made of? It's like
it's
sugar,
egg whites, stabilizer. We put that in there, right? So, and you put your icing all over the place now.
Now that looks fun. I could do this to Dan Zelikman.
And what you're going to do is, we're going to decorate the house a little more.
Oh, so that's all the snow.
That's all the snow. You're exactly right.
Very cool.
So what you're going to do now is, we're going to decorate the house a little more, right? And for doing that, we have a little tree here. You want to put the tree maybe right over here. You can do that,
just pull
right?
Like these little accessories out, like.
Here we go. You can put the tree right there.
I hope I did that right.
You're doing it right.
He's not going to stick like Chef Kaiulani.
You can put a little Christmas wreath, maybe of this side of the house.
Woohoo!
You put one more up here. Now, of course, you want to have something in the front. You can put it on the window shutter, maybe right there, right?
Okay. The window shutter.
Here we go. That looks great already, right? So we need to have a little, you know, we need to have a little snow. And what we want to have, we want to build a little fence.
Throw some at the camera.
We want to build a little fence here, right? So you put that one. Now, in the meantime, what you can do is, why you don't put little plants in there, yeah?
I have no background in decorating.
You're doing just great, you know. I think it's one of the better houses we have right here in the display. I think it's going to be the addition next year.
Oh, look. It's Dan Zelikman.
So, and now it's actually the fun part. You wanna make sure it snows, because that's what it's all about. In Hawaii, you know, we always get regular snow. So we really have to pray for it. And what we do for the snow, we use powdered sugar. Sorry, we use actually powdered sugar. Watch out. This is real powdered sugar, right? Now here comes the part at home you really don't want to. You know, if you eat the house, don't do it. But what we want to do for our lobby display here, you know, when you look up to Mount Isabel, it's all nice and shiny. We use actually glitter. right? So it makes it nice and shiny.
So
Now,
you get this-
all what I can say is before, you need really only one more sign. And that's our little Merry Christmas and Mele Kalikimaka.
Aw, cute.
So, you see, that's basically the simple idea to do it, right?
Yes.
Now, of course, we need much more time to build a palace or the Westin Moana Surfrider. We try to have a complete infrastructure. You know, the streets, the roads, everything's connected. Again,
Wow.
come and see us at the Princess Kaiulani Hotel, Mele Kalikimaka.
Merry Christmas, everybody.